civilizational wars are a reality. They have been there right from olden days in different forms, right from the times of Alexander, the so-called Alexander the Great, who came to India, and then he wanted to be the ruler of the whole world, and then he could not become, and then he went back a very, very depressed man. And we see that civilizations ever since they have been fighting. And in history, two prominent civilizations emerged. We see a lot many other civilizations, they died out, they died down. And two prominent civilizations. One is the Western civilization, as we see now, and the Arabic or Semitic civilization. Semitic, we can't say Semitic, Arabic civilization, let us say, Islamic civilization. So that these two are the dominant civilizations. And the threat is that each one is claiming to be the true religion. Each one is claiming to be the greatest civilization and actually the true religion and the only true religion, and they want to have control over the whole world. Their religion has to spread all over the world. So that is what we are seeing. And all other civilizations, they are at the receiving end. They are at the receiving end. They are being targeted, and then they are being attacked in so many ways. So many ways. So to see, or rather to understand the ways of the civilizational wars, I just want to tell three stories. One is, the first one is the story. All the three stories are very well. The first story is from the Western civilization. It is the story of this tiger and the lamb. We know the tiger and lamb both were taking water in a brook which was coming downhill. And then the tiger was sipping upstream, and then the lamb was sipping downstream. And when the tiger saw the lamb, probably the lamb had not seen it earlier, otherwise it would have run away. Then the tiger saw the lamb and then said, "Yes, you are polluting the water in which I am drinking." So the lamb had no other way, they can't even run away. So the lamb very, very meekly said, "Sir, I am sipping downstream. How can I be polluting the water which you are taking?" Then they said, we know the argument. You can give any number of arguments. So he produced a narrative. He produced a narrative saying, "No, your father had done it. Your father had done it. Your father is such a bad guy. So I have to kill you." So that is how the tiger falls on the lamb and then it kills. So what you find here is there is a proverb: give a dog a bad name and hang him. So the stronger person can blame anything. He can put a blame on you. He can say that you are oppressive, you are a fascist regime, you are an oppressive regime, there are no human rights, and then they can generate any number of reports. They can generate intelligence reports, and intelligence reports, even they can even talk about some weapons of mass destruction which you may be having. So all these things, they give them legitimacy to attack you, to overpower you, and to take over your country or break your country, and then weaken, and then try to enjoy the resources of the country. So that is what we see in the case of one civilization, that is the Western civilization. The second story is again from the second civilization, that is the Arabic civilization. It is the story of the Arab and the camel. So here, of course, the camel is the aggressor. The camel is the aggressor. We all know the story. It was a very, very cold night, and the Arab was having a small tent in the desert, and then he was trying to sleep. And the camel pleaded, "Oh, master, it's very, very cold outside. Can I keep at least my head inside?" So initially it kept inside. And then it said, "Oh, my sir, my neck is aching, because how can I keep like this all through the night? My head is aching. Can I at least put my front legs?" Okay, this gentleman, he took pity on it, and then, okay, now, okay, coming. So he just put the front legs also. Then gradually and gradually it spread all over, and then it almost threw out Arab. When he got angry, and then he threw the camel out, and then he just said, "Okay, you be there." Luckily, the Arab was able to throw the camel out. But now, in the present world, the camel is the cat and the camel is supported by so many left-wing liberals and left-wing intellectuals, and there is a big say, what can we say, a woke army behind them, supporting them. So Practically in every country. Practically in every country, what starts as a small gathering, what starts as a small movement, it grows over time, and then slowly and slowly and slowly it occupies the whole various aspects of various social institutions, and then it dominates and then tries to overpower. So that is what we see in this second civilization. Second civilization gradually takes over, and it is supported by some people within the targeted countries. The third story is from the Indian civilization, not necessarily Hindu civilization, because Indian civilization includes four religions actually: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and also Sikhism. All four are religions which are based on philosophy. So anyway, these people, we also have a story. What is the story? The story of the Brahmin and the goat. Brahmin, the goat, and the three crooks. So in olden days, Brahmins used to take, very poor Brahmins, they used to take goat milk also. A person was carrying a goat on his shoulders. A Brahmin, small, maybe could be lamb also. So then three tricksters were there, three crooks were there on the road, and then they didn't want to attack. At least they were kind enough not to attack the poor man. They thought, okay, let us trick him. And then one person came. Initially, one person came, accosted him, and then said, "Oh, Brahmin, you are a very pious man. How is it that you are touching a dog, a filthy dog? You are carrying a filthy dog on your shoulders." And Brahmin said, "No, no, no. You see properly. It is not a dog. It is it is a goat. I'm just carrying it, and then I'll raise it, and then I have to take its milk." Then that man walked away. Then after some time, another group came. Again, he said, "Oh," he saluted the Brahmin and then said, "Oh, my dear sir, how is it you are carrying such a filthy dog on your shoulders? How can you touch it? You are not supposed to touch it." Then the Brahmin really felt, what is this? Why this man also is saying, what is this? Then still he still asserted, "No, no, no, I am carrying a goat only." Then, okay, I leave it to you. Then he said, and then went away, the second group. After some time, the third crook came, and then he accosted him and said, "Hare, what is this foolish Brahmin? You are carrying a dog on your shoulders." Then the Brahmin really got perplexed. He really thought that there was something wrong with him. So these people had built a very strong narrative that, "Oh, you are carrying a dog." That narrative said, "You are carrying a very filthy dog, which you have to throw it away." The position of the Indian, rather, maybe people belonging to these Indic religions, is in that position now. Is in the position of the Brahmin is the same as the people of Indic religions today. So the people of Indic religions are now thinking, yeah, we are now, we are this legacy, whatever we are having, the intellectual heritage, whatever we call it, it is something which is nasty, it is something which is oppressive, it is something, what can we say, racist, it is casteist, and then it is not allowing human values and human rights. And all this narrative has been thrown on us. And then we feel so choked by those narratives. So that is how we can understand the problems of the civilizational war. And this civilizational war has resulted in lot many genocides in the past. But now that genocides cannot be straight away committed, so they want some legitimacy. They want some sort of right to overpower a civilization, to vanquish a civilization, to find some loopholes, to find some, what can we say, some weakness within the society, and then exploit the weakness to weaken a country, basically to weaken a country, to break a country, and have monopoly on all the resources of the country by putting some sort of puppet government there. So this is how the strong civilizations are trying to overpower the weak civilizations. So this is something which we have to see, to understand. We have to understand if we want to save and protect our civilization. We'll stop here.